Hi Leo, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo, and I'm going to be doing your Tarot Love check-in. This is a timeless reading, so whenever it finds you, that message was meant for you. And I sincerely hope it's going to resonate, but this is general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you are checking your sun sign and this story is not yours, then you can also check the moon, your moon sign, rising, or Venus. Maybe that story will resonate better. So as usual, I'm gonna do the main read with the Steampunk Tarot. We're gonna take a look at your energy, your counterpart energy, and your connection energy, where it's going at this time. I'm gonna pull some clarifiers to give us some more clarity on the information, and at the end I'm gonna pull an oracle card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck to give you some advice and some guidance. Okay, let's get started. I'm excited. Hope everybody's doing great. And by the way, if this resonates for you, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I appreciate your feedback, and this helps me circulate these messages. And of course, if you're interested in personal reading, in coaching, and any other of my services, you are welcome to check out information in the description box, or just email me for details. First card is Ace of Cups, by the way. So it's supposed to be exciting. And at the time when I'm doing this reading, we're actually in the Mercury retrograde energy, so there's a lot going on in terms of, shifts in our mindset and the way we see each other. It's a lot about communication. I know a lot of people are talking about all the bad side of communication process and not finding the common ground, arguing a lot with people, or just witnessing a lot of arguing around. That still stands, but what's important is that, like, the positive side of it is that's actually helping us realize what's important to communicate, and that helps us go back to ourselves and explore where we are, what we are about, what's real and what's not, so to speak. I'm sorry guys, the cards are just flying, so I have to pick this up. Oof. Yeah, I'm doing a bit of a workout and with this reading. But it's good. Just in case I didn't work out enough today. And you can also check out my blog, mindfulbamboo.com. Has some articles on wellness and mindfulness. I've been a little bit passive over there lately, but I'm definitely coming back. Summertime is giving me some more ideas, some more inspiration, so I'm definitely gonna come back to it with some more findings and insights. All right, Leo, so your overall, and by the way, we've got strengths in this this reading, your card. It's for a person actually, but it's significant that it has a Leo in it, and we're gonna get to that. The overall energy is 6 of Wands, the victory card. There you go. The victory energy for Leo. It's super cool actually. Yeah. It's a little bit weird in this deck because it's all this idea of like combination of tradition and technology. And you can see it has like electric what's it called, my mind just went blank, but you know what I mean, a lot of electricity there. And you can notice that electricity actually comes from those torches that come from or those wands that come from other people. So that victory is created not just by you, but by it's like a community created victory. So you will have, and community of course is a loose term in this case, but it means that you will have some people on your side who will help you get to that victory. You're not on your own. So don't worry about that if you were. And for your energy, we have Ace of Cups, the World in reverse, and Queen of Swords. Please clarify Ace of Cups for Leo. Knight. Wow, clarified by Ace of Cups and Knight of Wands. Please clarify the World in reverse for Leo. right? Please clarify the Queen of Swords. Okay. Alright, so like I said, Ace of Cups is clarified by Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands, right? Yes. Oh, so I'm getting here a lot of self-care and self-awareness. If you're either already doing it, that's the advice, the guidance for you to focus on that. That's gonna work for you big time and contribute to that victory that we just mentioned. That's what I'm hearing. Because you know, we all know that you cannot fully share your cup, right, your love with somebody else until you have your cup full for yourself, until your cup is full, meaning this, you know, love, self-love, that you are full of it and you are balanced in this love for yourself. Truly, honestly, not just saying it, but acting on it, thinking that way, taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, and making decisions in your life that are serving you. I'm not saying be selfish, right? There is a difference. But there's also a thin line to not go into pleasing others. And we always think like everybody, whoever we ask, like, you know, do you love yourself? Do you have enough self-love for yourself? Usually people say yes, of course I love myself. But when it comes to making decisions or acting in a certain way, a lot of us is still making decisions based on making others happy. And it seems like it's so selfless and so noble, but if it means that you are not doing what's right for you, what feels right, what you want to do, what you're passionate about, that's not good. And that means you're actually going against yourself. So ultimately it's not a good deed. It's still negative karma if you want to go that way. It still creates disbalance. So it's very important to hear yourself and to figure out what makes you happy, what serves you, and then start acting out of that mindset. And it's a learning process. That's why we have a Page of Wands here, to learn about your passions and desires and to go for them. It doesn't happen in a day. Even if you figure it out like that, okay, yes, that's what I want to do, or that's who I want to be, or that's what I'm passionate about, it's still not easy to immediately start acting on it. So take it easy on yourself, but keep it in mind. It's a big thing. We have the World in reverse with 10 of Wands. So it seems like you're closing some cycle of burden, and I'm getting, because it's a love relationship, it's some old patterns that you're working through. The universe is helping you deal with those, and although it's in the reverse, it's just showing you that it's giving you some signs and some opportunities to learn lessons. It may not necessarily seem like a positive experience, but do take it as something useful and meaningful, because it's helping you get rid of those old patterns and release your burdens. It could be specifically about love, could be just about relationships I'm getting in general, or your worldview, but it will ultimately impact your love life. And I think I mentioned the Mercury retrograde, that it's helping us. One of its positive aspects is also that it's helping us release those negative patterns. Queen of Swords clarified by Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so Queen of Swords here is very determined and very serious. So I'm getting here that when you are, that relationship we're talking about means business to you, that it's serious for you. But you're also kind of like trying to play it safe at the moment. So maybe because of those burdensome experiences from the past, that you're not feeling fully secure to take the next step and to, you know, to take action. And you can even see the Queen here, she doesn't take action, she's sitting in her throne. She's in her truth, but be careful here that the truth doesn't get you into a too closed off space, right? I was just talking about being true to yourself, but there is a difference also between, you know, putting too much of yourself out or staying too closed off and not being able to be open and trustful with your person. So please be careful with that, because it's also about holding back with some material resources, so take it how it resonates. But for some reason in this case I'm getting it's not so much about finances or sharing some material possessions, but more about being guarded with like your personal space where you are, maybe your lifestyle, right? That's also kind of material. Maybe you're not telling your person everything. Maybe you're just setting some rules, right? It's my way or highway. But be careful with where the healthy boundaries are and still finding compromise, and where you're just trying to control or manipulate the situation or even your person. Your person has got 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Strength with a Leo in the card. So they definitely have you, like, this is definitely like, you know, you and your counterpart. And take the gender doesn't matter in this case, but there's definitely, it's almost like Lover's card, but Leo's version of it. There is a Llama's Gate, of course. So, you know, it tells me, even without clarifiers, that your person is finding strengths in this relationship with you. They're finding their inner strengths. How beautiful is that? Let's get some clarifiers. Please clarify 8 of Pentacles. Woo. Okay, let's try again. It's too many. Clarify 8 of Pentacles, please. I was too excited. Okay, please clarify Queen of Cups. Clarified by Strengths with Leo in it. It's amazing. And clarify Strengths, please. Okay. All right. Okay, so 8 of Pentacles is clarified by King of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, it shows me that your person is taking action and putting a lot of effort into this relationship. Like, they're definitely seeing that they're not, how to say it right, like they're not in the King energy, meaning that they haven't kind of like, they're not in that safe space where they've got you and they know that you're there to stay. They still have some doubts, and it could be a good thing and a bad thing, but regardless, that's the reason they are putting an effort into this relationship. If you don't see it yet, then please, they're thinking about it, that they should, and they're thinking of specific ways to show you how much they care for you, show their love, but in a, you know, in the physical way, but taking action or maybe giving you something. In the middle we have Queen of Cups, clarified by Strengths, and that speaks to what I was talking about with the Strengths, that, you know, they are in this loving energy, lovey-dovey energy. It's interesting that actually in this deck the Queen of Cups has 2 cups in her hands, but one is kind of spilled out and one she's like holding it as a toast, kind of cheers. And I'm getting here that maybe in the past there was some disbalance with this person and how they treated relationships. Like, they would give away too much, and that will hurt them and not end well. But in this relationship, they're actually finding strengths to have that stability, to show themselves the self-care that they need, and to make it a more balanced relationship at the end of the day. And you need to have strength for that also, even from emotional standpoint. And that's what you're bringing out in them. That's what they're getting out of it. And then the strength itself is clarified by 2 of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles. So again, we've got another clarification, another confirmation about 8 of Pentacles, putting in the work, because, like I said, they're finding you and this relationship is giving them strengths. First of all, inner strengths to go for their wishes and desires, to make the decisions that they need to make in life, like to choose, right? So they don't have to be in that position of like, do I go this way, do I go that way? No, this is giving them strengths, clarity of mind, and they're ready to put in the work to contribute to this relationship. For the connection energy, we have Queen of Wands, the Hermit, and Page of Cups. Please clarify Queen of Wands. Whoop. Sorry guys. Please clarify the Hermit. Too many. Let's try again. Okay. And please clarify Page of Cups. The Wheel and the person. Okay, thank you. Got Lovers in reverse. Oof. So Queen of Wands is clarified by Seven of Cups and King of Wands. So we have got the King and the Queen here, the counterparts, right? So what I'm seeing here is you both recognize each other as that counterpart, as the one. Mostly it comes from having a lot of passion, a lot of the sexual energy towards each other, but also it's important to see that both of you here have other options, or used to have, right? Or could have if you want to. But you're consciously choosing each other or recognizing each other as that counterpart. But there's somebody who fits that role. Maybe you're not there yet, but you definitely recognize that, yeah, that's a keeper. That's somebody here to stay. Your Hermit card is clarified by the Wheel, so we have two major arcanas here, and it's actually number 9, clarified by number 10. So again, it calls you for, so the Hermit, the main card, calls you for some inner exploration, spending time on your own to kind of to understand better what you're feeling, your strengths and weaknesses, and what, like, you know, what works for you, what works against you in your own mindset, in your own you know, emotional state, with the experience that you have. And the Wheel is kind of like, so I'm getting here with the Wheel as the clarifier that the universe is going to be helping you there. So you don't have to come up with any fancy way of how do I do that. Don't think about it too much. The universe will give you opportunities, but use those opportunities for that. And sometimes it, like in the physical, it could even be that you know, you're going to be doing something by yourself without the person. Like they will go on a trip, for instance, or you will be busy with somebody else and will spend some time apart, so you have space. So it doesn't have to be in the physical that you walk away and just, you know, lock yourself in a room, but somehow you will have a chance to kind of step back and to think about it. What have you healed? What has this relationship given you? And what's next? And the same for them. They will use this time in a similar way. And last but not least, Page of Cups is clarified by the Lovers in reverse. And the Page of Cups is quite a guarded energy in this deck. So I'm getting here that you're still, both of you are still learning to love. You still have some pain to work through, you still have some stereotypes and judgment in your head. And it's not a negative thing to say, because all of us do, right? What I'm getting here is just you're not in your best shape yet to, you know, to share that cup of love. That's why she's holding it here so close to herself, and she's not ready to share yet. And Lovers in reverse, this is a delay for that lover energy, but it's only a delay. So, you know, stay strong. You have, both of you have a lot of strengths, and you know, you'll get your victory. That was the underlying card, remember? Let's get you some advice to finish off. Let's give me some advice for Leo. That's a bit too much. Let's try again. Just one card, please. They're quite large cards. I've got the Fates. Number 17. I love this card actually. Look, it's a fairy. I'm gonna read the description for the love relationship, just to make sure that we don't miss anything. So the essential meaning is fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. So that's why the Wheel of Fortune and the World come in. Relationship message: other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be, so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is in our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. So just like I said, use that hermit mode time and space to think about what this relationship gives you, what you contribute to it, and what else you can learn, or what's the next step for your growth, first of all, as a person, and ultimately it's going to benefit your relationship. Thank you very much for staying with me today, Leo. I hope this has been good for you, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.